Being a professional golfer doesn't just come to you. It takes years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. One big factor that goes into becoming a professional is taking many years of lessons from your teacher, instructor, or putting in all the hard work yourself so you are able to perfect your craft. This is where Michael Smith of the Daniel Allen Club comes in. Okay, so Michael, what year did you become a PGA professional and where did you complete your certification?
I completed my certification here at the Daniel Allen Club 2005-ish, I think. Started in 1992. And I started in the old program, which was a lot easier than the new one now. And I got halfway through it and had the opportunity to play professionally, so I pursued that until injury brought me out, and then I got back in the program, worked at Wild Dunes, and then came over to Daniel Allen in 2002 and completed my PGA.
And after you became PGA certified, what made you want to become a teaching professional, or was this the path you always wanted to follow, and how long have you been an instructor?
I've been teaching full-time, let me think here, 98. I started at Wild Dunes, and I was there, and I did a lot of teaching, and I worked full-time in the shop. And in my free time, outside of my 40 hours, I could teach as much as I wanted to, and I lived out there, so I taught a whole lot of golf, and I realized I really enjoyed that. And when a position came open for director of instruction over there, I applied for it and got it. And that's kind of what I've been doing ever since. And then when I came to Daniel Allen in 2002, I worked inside the shop in some management, and then worked my way back into full-time instruction. That's where I've been. I just enjoy it. It's more flexible. I enjoy it. It's fun.
I know I have fun getting lessons. It's always just relaxing just to be not stressed out on the golf course.
Exactly.
And so what is your goal when you are with your students?
To meet their objective, whatever that might be. I mean, and then I try to keep their goals and their expectations in where they should be, because it's a challenging game, and if you set your expectations far too high, then in the amount of time you're going to be able to practice is huge. So if somebody says, well, I don't get a chance to practice, then obviously I can't really give them a lot of information.
So take me through a lesson with one of your students and explain what you work on usually with them.
Okay, well, I just came off the lesson tee, so I can kind of tell you what I did with that gentleman, which is kind of what I do with everybody. I first of all ask them what they want to do. What are they looking for? And 9 out of 10 people are going to say, I want to be more consistent, or I want to hit it longer, or both. And so at that point, I let them know that consistency comes from fundamentals, and probably even more so than that, the ability to practice. And most people don't have the ability to practice every day. And so it's very challenging to become consistent. So I try to get, I start with the hands and the club face. The club hits the ball, so if I can get a golfer holding the club fundamentally and know where the club face is, then I can build a motion or a swing around that. But because the club does hit the ball, and regardless of who's holding the club, has to do the same thing. Yeah. So that's kind of, I start with the golf club.
It's always a good place to start.
Yes,
you can't hold the golf club. You can't really hit the ball.
Well, it makes it hard.
It definitely
harder.
Does. Yeah. So I see your setup here. You have the computer for the students to look at, and you have your iPad for you to do playback of down the line and face on with all your lines and stuff. Explain how that's advantageous for both of you.
Well, for me, I can. For many years, we just read the ball. And if it curved, left to right or right to left, we tried to get it to curve the other way and meet it in the middle. And you could see, and then video came in, and then obviously video with lines and slow motion, and now it's very easy for me to match up what I assume the golfer's doing with what they're really doing. And then if you are taking a lesson and working on your posture or club face position, whatever it might be, and you don't feel like you're doing it well, and then you look at it and you go, wow, that does look good. And I go, well, yeah, it does. Or if, a lot of times people swing too long and they have no idea they're swinging too long because they can't see themselves. So once they see it on the video, they go, you're right. And I go, yeah, the camera doesn't lie. So it's advantageous to, I know exactly where to go when I slow it down.
It's always a positive. I know for me, I enjoyed that. I can always see it's brought me a long way, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, you can see where you're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
And so the last question I have is, what is the most rewarding thing for you to see, or like what do you love to see the most when your students, like, I wouldn't say like leave, but like grow up and go and do what they want or planning on doing?
Well, I hope they never leave. So,
yeah.
Unless they move far away,
yeah.
they come back. But I just like to, for people to, when I run into them, they go, man, I just had a great round today. Or I'll see somebody and think, I was cussing you today. So, you know, and it's fun because it's a game that you play and there's not an end.
Yeah.
You don't go, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you just keep going. So I know I'm going to continue to see people, and
Mm-hmm.
and if I can get them in a fundamental place, then when they come back, I know what I'm looking at. They know what we've talked about, and it's easy to get them back to that. So we might have a previous video, and so just to see people understand their game, their swing, and doing what they want with it, whether it be to win a junior tournament or win a college tournament or to win a mini tour event or to win the third flight in the
Mm-hmm.
club championship net. Just meet your goals. Have fun with it.